내 기억이 잘못됐나? 제 기억이 맞으면 무조건 여기 있었거든요. 다시 가면 되지 뭐. 메일로 가네, 메일로. 잠시만요. 세팅만 좀 하고. 자, 갑시다. 아, 총알이. 신
We finally have a
나왔나
clear picture
보다.
about the abductions, and it's time to do something about it. The Hellcat Company has been abducting people. Our findings at Harper's Ferry mean that Dr. Blackburn is almost certainly involved.
I can't believe he just walked in here. He must have been at work even then. The arrogance he must have had to come here, knowing what he was doing. Unbelievable.
그쵸. 블랙본 내가
The question facing us now is
고기 썰고 있는 녀석한테 말 걸긴 했는데 조금 수상하긴 했는데.
For us, Scribe Valdez has made it.
That's right. Remember the Pip-Boy you found in the uncanny caverns? It took a while to crack the encryption, but I've unlocked it. It came from Vault 96.
96?
It took a bit of research to locate it, but it's well south of here. I'll mark it on your map. I wasn't able to find anything, unfortunately. I know every vault had a purpose, though. Like Vault 76 was meant to house the best and the brightest to rebuild America. Ostensibly. Vault 96 could be anything.
그죠? 볼트는 다 목적이 있죠.
Well,
인체 실험은 아니고 뭐 심리 실험 같은 게 되게 많이 들어요.
Definitive lead to follow. The super mutant threat takes priority. If we find the missing civilians in the process, so much the better. But we cannot ignore this lead either way.
Unsurprisingly, Knight Shin and I don't see eye to eye on this. Fortunately, in this case, we don't have to. I think they're connected. A vault
그쵸, 연결되는
is a
거죠.
great place to hide abductees. The Pip-Boy might even have come from someone that escaped. Investigating the vault is our best lead for either mystery, and maybe an answer to both.
Then we're agreed. The vault will be your next target. Scribe Valdez will accompany you. A vault is a potential trove of exactly the kind of technology the Brotherhood is meant to catalog and secure.
I've marked Vault 96 on your map. We don't know what we're
볼트가 꽤 많이 나오네. 96이라.
We'll need to be
96.
cautious. We've made a good team in the past. We can handle it. Don't worry.
Scribe Valdez is a full member of the Brotherhood Initiate, and you've repeatedly proven yourself capable.
Step 1 is finding a way in. You'll take point. Based on other vaults we found
또 내가
across the
선두에서?
country, the
뭐
vault should have an
어쨌든.
emergency transponder. Once you've secured the entrance, the controls for the transponder are usually there near the main door. Activate it to give the all clear and I'll follow you in.
정말 확실해?
There's no guarantees, but we have to move on this intel. It's a good plan, and I think we're all in agreement on this one. Find any
나만 동의 안 하는 거야?
about the missing
내가
people,
앞장서니까 니들이 다
any connection to the super mutants.
나쁜 녀석들.
Blackburn is there. I want him taken alive. If he really is behind the
너희들 뒤에
abductions,
있으니까
he needs to
안전하니까
answer for
동의하는
his
거지.
crimes. You have your orders, Initiate. Good luck. Dismissed.
생포가 제일 어려운 거 아니니? 얘들아?
Please make sure to fill out your rations less. And no, we will not be accommodating aversion to mutated produce. All produce is mutated now.
Good going, Erica.
여기 있었어? 95가? 우리 집 근처잖아. 여기 저희 집이거든요. 근처에 아무것도 없다 생각했는데 있었네. 볼트 96이 있었어? 헐. 집 갔다 가야겠다 그러면. 물 좀 마시고 이거는 다 이걸로 상함순으로 하는 게 제일 좋아요 저는. 이거 요리해야겠는데?
Evaluating naughtiness levels. Evaluation complete. Naughtiness level.
물 좀 마시고
Exceed all projections. What has this world become?
수리를 해야 되나? 총알을 좀 만들어 볼까요? 턱을 봐야 돼. 잘 짰다? 뭐야, 저. 정말, 이해하기 좀 어려운 개그가 많아서. 수리왕. 경비 뭐해? 경비가 없어? 여기 몬스터 없었는데? 갑자기 나왔네. 그걸 좀 봐야 돼요. 근데 수질 정화 장치가 지금 많이 아파. 내가 지금 이거 총알 만드는 거 보려고 하는데 지금 자꾸 곤란하죠. 탄약 제작사 이거다. 총알을 좀 더 만들려고 지금 했던 건데 빼고
There's no time to be upset anymore. Let it all go.
됐고 요리할 수 있는 거 있나? 생각보다 이게 음식이 많이 필요하네요. 파리고기? 끓인 물? 메론 주스? 수리할 수 있나? 방사능.
Gathering presence. Loading here. Unpacking. Ollie. Jolly.
이거를,
Complete. Oh.
어? 뭐가 이상해? 설치해놔. 쓰지는 못하는데 내가 설치해놓고.
Error. Record. This unit. Attempted to decorate.
수리가 있었는데. 모르겠다. 수리가 없네요. 좀 방어시설이 더 필요한 것 같은 걸 느꼈어요, 지금. 셀프 말고, 이런 건 어떻게 만드는 거지? 신기하다. 핵융합 발전기. 해골 경보기?
Holiday. Initiating. Happy holidays.
전기가 안 되려나? 몰라. 몰라. 쉘터 들어가서 파워 한번 쓰리나 해야겠다. 지금 리모델링 하고 싶긴 한데 시간이 너무 많이 걸려. 방어구를 꺼내놓고 아직 전혀 괜찮네요. 괜찮네. 핵융합코어만 가져오면 되겠다. 뭐가 이렇게 많지? 무게순으로 한번 볼까? 핵. 방어복도 꽤 무겁네. 미사일은 놔두고. 스텔스 보이도 무겁죠. 스무 개나 있어. 뭐 그렇게 많진 않은데 뭐가. 퓨전셀이 좀 많긴 한데 무게를 치면 그렇게 무겁 정도로 있지는 않은데. 아무튼 나가고. 하나 빼고 하나 넣고. 와, 많이 캤어. 좀 뭔가 만들 수 있는 거 있으면 좀 만들어 버립시다 그냥. 탄약은 굳이
Everything has its own song,
켜.
you know?
근데 왜 저거밖에 없지? 한 15개 만들고, 콘크리트도 4개 만들고, 코르크는 뭐 그렇게, 천도 12개 정도 만들어주고, 접착제도 플라스틱이 많이 드네. 강철이 좀 많네. 됐다. 조금 줄었네, 조금. 무거워서 못 들어가는 거야? 허.
Imagine if people and, well, everybody tried to harmonize together, living for each other forever.
접등산이 75% 감소긴 한데 음식과 음료도 90%고
새하 새신랑 하이라는 뜻.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 지금 짐 정리를 좀 하고 있는데 쉽지가 않네요. 10 정도. 그리고 의약품 또 제가 가지고 있는 게 어휴 무거운데? 너무 많이 들고 있으면 조금 무거우니까 이게 돈 안 내고 하다 보니까
짐 정리를 한다는 건 오늘도 쉽게 끝나지 않을 것 같나 보군요.
아니요, 쉽게 끝날 것 같은데, 이게. 제 성격 문제죠? 뭔가 보는데 마음에 안 들어가지고, 정리를 좀 해놔야겠다 싶었던 것 뿐이에요.
Lean back and take a deep breath. It'll all be okay.
60개만 들고 다녀도 될 것 같은데. 50개? 그래서 희석된 것도 있으니까. 이것도 있네. 이거 한번 까볼까요? 저거 까면은 아이템 나오거든요. 지금도 아이템 처리가 조금 힘든데, 이거. 한 190개를 넘기자. 왜 안 돼? 왜 안 돼? 생각보다 무겁나 보네, 이게. 됐어요, 이 정도. 됐어? 자, 갑시다. 생각보다 죽을 뻔했네. 그럼, 야. 죄송합니다. 야쿠르트 같은 걸 먹고 있었는데, 죽을 뻔했네요. 탄약을 끼는 게 나을 것 같은데. 잠깐만요. 이게 지금 286이죠? 이거를 빼면은 그래도 286이야. 그럼 잡동사니까 쓸모가 없다는 소리죠, 결국. 얘가 쓸모가 없다는 소리예요. 차라리 이거를 끼고 있는 게 훨씬 낫네. 뭐야 이거? 등급 상승. 똑같은 카드는 이제 이렇게 합성해 해가지고 더 좋은 카드로 바꿀 수 있어요. 이것도 합성. 좋을 수도 있는데 안 좋을 때도 있어가지고 전문가학자 두 개 똑같은 거면은 얘는 갈아야겠네. 두네. 가벼운 짐. 아, 권총 무게.
Hey, world's tough out there. Don't make it tough inside yourself.
좀
too.
세게 세지기 위해서. 오. 아들레란드 좋은데?
아드레날린 눈 돌았네.
이거 좋다, 이거. 이걸로 가야겠다. 공유? 공유 뭐야? 공유 뭐야, 이거? 최소 3포인트의 매력이 필요합니다. 아니, 나 공유하고 싶은 마음이 없었는데? 아, 해제를 하면은 사라지겠지. 이게 필요 없는 것 같아요, 사실. 제가 액션 포인트 그렇게 많이 안 써가지고, 차라리 아드레날린을 올려가지고, 눈 도는 저거를 끼는 게 훨씬
Everything has its own song.
효율이 좋을 것 같아요. 데미지가 늘어나니까 일단. 이러면은 액션 보이를 빼고
You 76ers.
또 하나 남네요. 하나 남으면은 아드레날린 하나 더. 그러면은 장난 아니죠? 54%까지 데미지가 증가합니다. 그러니까 내가 따발총으로 사람을 많이 죽이면 죽일수록 나는 세지는 거지. 완벽하군요. 이제 여기 가야 되는데 볼트 96이라고 이제 또 새로운 볼트가 나왔거든요. 근데 나는 지금 전설템을 좀 없애서 무기를 관리해야 되기 때문에 아마 빠르면 4시쯤 끝나지 않을까? 라고 생각을 하는데 또 오늘 안 끝날 수도 있습니다.
이거 오늘도 못 끝날 느낌인거려.
아이, 그럴 리가요. 제 예상 4시 반. 붐스틱 필요 없을 것 같아. 선서차장 이것도 필요 없을 것 같은데. 일단 이거. 선서 차단기 뭐 이쁘니까 일단 가지고 있을까? 그게 아까 잠깐만요. 내가 못 끼고 있지?
이쁜 건 못 참지.
왼쪽 어깨, 왼팔. 동물로부터 받는 피해? 그럼요, 6달이죠. 세상은 6달로 이루어져 있습니다. 아, 아츠키 스타일이라는 분 채널 봤거든요? 본 적이 있는 사람이었어. 실제로 본 적이 있다는 게 아니라,
아키즈라니까 자꾸 아츠키.
아키즈, 아키즈 스타일이라는 분, 유튜버를 봤는데, 얼굴 보니까 인스타에서도 몇 번 본 적이 있는 분이었어.
어떻게 될지도 모르죠. 한일 커플 공통점이 있는데.
그분이, 아내분이랑 같이 이제, 맛집 돌아다니는 거, 이제, 일본인이 추천하는 라면집, 뭐 이런 컨텐츠로 하는 내용의 인스타를 봤었어요. 근데, 그래서 그런 리뷰하시는 분이구나, 옷 잘 입으시는 그런 분이구나 생각을 했는데,
맞아요.
패션 채널을,
그거 있어요. 그거 보셨구나.
패션 채널을 운영하시는 분인 줄 몰랐어. 네, 맞아요. 릴스에 그런 게 있어가지고, 봤었었는데,
이웃집 찰스라고 공중파 국제 커플 소개하는 프로 있는데 거기도 나오셨음.
나도 한번 나가야겠구만. 저도 이제 나갈 권리가 있지 않습니까?
이제 이웃집 찰스 이런데 나와야죠.
그쵸, 저도 이제 나갈 권리가 있지 않습니까? 저만 나가야 합니다, 그러면. 여자친구는 별로 안 좋아하기 때문에. 아내분은 어디 계신가요?
가족 삽가는 조건 충족.
그럼요. 국제 결혼한 사람이면 되는 거 아닙니까? 제가 바로 국제 결혼한 사람입니다. (265에 355) 90이나 절 줄 수 있네.
한국 코딩 박사 일본 가서 사랑을 얻다.
코딩 박사라니요. 코딩 박사까지는 아닌데. 한국 IT 노예 일본 가서 사랑을 얻다. 이거 가는 길에 있으니까 하나 찍어줘야지. 찍어야지 하면서 못 찍었거든. 됐어요. 찍었으니까 이제 들어갑시다. 이걸로 내 집 주변에 뭐가 있는지 하나 밝혀냈네. 근데 이런 시대에 살더라도 나는 이런 옷 하나 걸치고 있으면은 조금 마음이 놓일 것 같지 않습니까? 이렇게. 이런 거 하나 걸치고 있으면은, 어이, 자식들. 한 주먹거리, 그러면서. 다니다가, 나보다 더 좋은 갑옷을 입고 있는 애를 만나면은, 형님 한 번만 살려주십시오, 그러면. 제가 이 갑옷 빼고는 다 드릴 수 있습니다.
게임하면서 그런 생각 하시는 거 보면 좀비님은 삶이 지루할 일은 없겠네요.
아유, 매일매일 지루합니다. 매일매일 지루해요. 오늘도 똑같이 출근하네, 그러면서 이제. 어쩔 수 없는 것 같아요, 이게, 즐겁게 하고 싶어도, 결국 사람 마음이라는 게, 근데 그래서 든 생각은 누가 돈을 계속 줘가지고 계속 놀기만 해도 지겨울까라는 생각이 드는데 실제로 경험해볼 수 없는 일이기 때문에 한번 경험을 해보고 싶긴 하네요. 과연 진짜 돈을 계속 받으면서 놀기만 하는데 지겨울 수 있을까?
안 지겨울 듯 돈 많으면.
지겨우면 또 다른 거 하면 되니까 사실 그쵸? 지겨워질 때쯤이면 다른 걸 하고 그러면 진짜 지겨울 틈이 없을 것 같긴 한데
돈이 없어서 매일 똑같이 사니까 지겨운 거지. 돈 많으면 지겨울 틈이 없을 듯 합니다.
제 생각도 그렇습니다. 동의합니다. 여기 살다가 지겹다. 그러면은 이제 내일은 미국 가봐야겠다. 그러고 미국 갔다가 미국에서 한 2, 3주 살다 보니까 또 지겹다. 한국 한번 들렸다가 유럽 가야겠다 하고 유럽 갔다가 이상한 애들이 따라오네. 닭소리가 들리지 않았어요? 방사능 치킨이라. 아니면은 게임만 해도 사실 게임 종류가 엄청 많잖아요. 지겹다 그러면 다른 게임 타고. 생각만 해도
순간 버퍼링 걸려 못 들었습니다.
지겨울 틈이 없을 것 같은데. 그러니까 세계 일주를 하면 된다는 거죠. 나라를 돌아다니다 보면 이런저런 문화를 보면서 지겹진 않지 않을까라는 그런 얄팍한 생각이었습니다. 게임도 종류가 많으니까 지겨우면 다른 게임 사고 다른 게임 사면은 또 지겨울 틈이 없지 않을까. 볼트 96. 이 볼트라는 게 이제
소리를 못 들었다는 겁니다.
제 목소리를 못 들었다는 줄 알았어. 아주 이 볼트라는 게 이제 방공호거든요. 방공호. 그 볼트사에서 만든 방공호인데 사실 방공호인데 좋은 의미로 만들어진 거는 아니에요. 열려있네 문이? 왜지? 이게 얘네들이 이제 핵 전쟁이 났을 때 대피소를 방공호를 만들어서 이제 팔았는데 알고 보니까 그 방공호마다 이제 실험을 하는 장소였어요. 진짜로 멀쩡한 방공호도 있긴 한데 웬만하면 거의 실험을 하는 뭐야 왜 다 얼어있냐 여기는? 장소였던 거죠. 예를 들어서 남자 99명에 여자 1명 이런 데도 있고 여자 99명에 남자 1명 이렇게 넣어둔 실험실도 있고 실험실이란 방공호도 있고 다 죽었네.
Academic research was a dead end. The world was descending into riots and ruin. Food shortages were increasing.
왜 다 죽어있지? 얘네들 죽이러 왔는 건데?
Lab to attempt to secure tenure seemed pointless. It felt irresponsible on the face of
생존자인가 봐요?
Westtech approached me about joining the Greenhouse Initiative, genetic engineering to produce new crops and multiply production. It swept away my concerns about joining the private sector. Here was a chance to be on the cutting edge and solve real problems at the same time. Dr. Dumont described the goals of the Panimmunity Virion and the Greenhouse Initiative in terms that set my mind ablaze. There was satisfaction to be had there. Doing the best work, advancing humanity, making the world better than it was. Then the funding vanished. The research staff was being cut with no explanation, simply a shift in priorities. Dumont begged me to stay, promising the new work would be vital and challenging. To my everlasting shame, I did, and long.
Little late to the party, aren't you? If you're looking to loot the place, some Blood Eagles are ahead of you in line.
피독 소리가
Stop you,
왔구만.
but I think I quit.
당신은 누군데?
Name's Woods. Corporal Woods, Hellcat Company. Mercenaries. We got hired by this creep of a doctor to guard the place. Among other things. Promised us salvage rights here when he was done. And I don't think we're gonna collect on that.
피독 소리?
Yeah. Raider, you can usually deal with the crater sort. Blood Eagles. Hell of a bedside manner you've got. You know I'm dying, right? Seriously,
다 죽어간 사람한테
bleeding out in front
너
of you
어쩌다가
while life's full.
그렇게 됐어?
Hell. Best of a bad situation, alright? The Hellcats had limits. A code. But until this time, at least.
눈치 좀.
어쩌다가 영병 부대가 됐어.
Got lazy.
아이 나 아프다고 이 자식아.
So far out of the way, we figured we'd be.
그건 네 사정이고 어쩌다가 영병이 됐냐고.
poking around.
되게
SWAT sent grenades
주인공도
through the
소시오패스인가 봐.
they were there. Rushed us.
기습을
Took a
당했대요.
bullet in the gut. Yeah, Blackburn. Real unnerving. Kidnapping was just the start of it. We should have cut ties then, contract or no. I'd say I didn't have a choice, but we're mercenaries.
납치당한 사람들 혹시 여기 있어?
Jesus, interrogating a dime. Oh, don't look like that. I'm just fucking with you.
그래도 슬픈 표정 지어줬나 봐요.
This is important.
빨리 대답해주면 좋을 텐데 막 이런.
It's where he had us bringing him. Other squads did, I mean. I was just guard duty. Whether or not any of them are left alive?
근데
can't
다
hear the
죽어간 거
dog
치고는 말
calls
잘하는데.
either.
주변도 얼음이라서 체온이 엄청 빨리 떨어질 텐데.
I've seen enough gut shots in my time to know this one's got my name on it.
죽었어. 야, 이 주인공 나쁜 자식 이거. 죽었어. 말 시키다 죽었어. 문이 안 열리는데? 아, 감독관 왔다. 주인공이 그랬어요. 난 모르느니. 주인공이 다 죽어가는 사람한테 말 걸어가지고. 단말기에다 뭐 하는 건가 봐요. 억제 실험용. 냉동 보관하고 있다고? 오. 여기서 여기는 진짜 뭔가 그런 류의 테스트를 하는 곳이었나 보네. 왔어? 언제 왔대? 안 춥니?
Wow, it's freezing in here. Look at all this ice. What happened here? It looks like a massacre. Blood eagles. Looks like Paladin Romani was right. There's a link between the abduction. We still need to
표
figure out what.
미스턴트.
Give me a moment to look at these terminals. Oh, that's not good. The vault's on internal lockdown. If there are automated defenses still working, they'll all be active. We may be
오늘
facing
바람이 장난이
blood
아니네요.
eagles.
지금
Be
밖에
careful.
바람이 너무 많이 불어요.
Let's get moving. I'll follow your lead.
온도는 20도로 따뜻한데 바람이 너무 많이 불어. 야, 안 되네. 파워 아머는 따뜻한가?
네,
이분.
여기도 그래요. 비슷하네요,
나와요?
날씨가.
오, 그런가 보네. 뭐 가까우니까.
Locked. Must be the security lockdown. Let me try.
와. 이런 외국어 많이 나오는 게임 하다 보면은 영어도 되려나? 듣는 건 되려나?
Got it.
리슨.
I was able to use the Pip-Boy's protocols to get the doors open, but it fried the circuits. If we run into any more locked doors, we're gonna need another way through.
그래도 일본은 좀 애니메이션이나 드라마 좀 보다 보니까 들리긴 들렸는데 영어는 영화를 많이 봐도 잘
아무것도 안 하는 것보단 도움되겠죠, 그래도.
잘 안 들리는 것 같아요. 하긴 공부하면서 보면 더 도움이 되긴 할 텐데 공부가 중요합니다. 인생의 90%는 공부가 필요합니다. 소탕을 하라고 적혀있네, 아예? 저기들끼리 싸우는 것 같은데? 날 쓰는 것 같진 않은데? 레벨 83. 고추. 데미지가, 나 때는 데미지, 이랬어. 이 말이야. 뭐라는지 모르겠다. 와, 근데 핵전쟁 나면은, 이런 세계에 살 것 같으면, 그냥 핵 터질 때 같이 죽는 게 나을 것 같아. 나는 못 살 것 같습니다. 아무리, 똥밭에 굴러도 이승이 낫다고 하지만, 이런 괴물 같은 밭에서 구를 바에는 저승에서 구르겠습니다.
그쵸, 이런 데서 살아가는 게 너무 힘들듯.
현실적으로 이거는 뭐야 이거? 어허. 너무 힘들 것 같아요 진짜. 물 겁나 쏘는데? 저 밑에 있나 보다. 저 위에 있나 보다. 온다.
It seems I have an excess of visitors today. Ah, yes. The one I met at Fort Atlas. I did hope we would meet again under more convivial circumstances. These are not they, unfortunately. I have no quarrel with the Brotherhood, but I must ask you to leave immediately. Please leave me be.
싫은데?
I cannot be responsible for what may happen if you remain.
found Dr. Blackburn. Looks like most of this place is locked off. We need to search everywhere, but our options are limited right now. I think that door labeled mainframe is stuck open, though. Let's start there.
여기? 어디? 반대네? 이쪽이네요. 언제 봤대? 저기 열려있는 건? 여기인데 아까 전에 레이저 막 총 쏘고 난리 났는데 여기? 무서워.
This vault was a biological research facility originally. Blind about why. Perhaps it is fitting that I found this place. I have been honest about my purpose, after a fashion, but less than forthcoming about its nature.
천천히 갑시다, 천천히. 급하게 갈 필요도 없어요. 천천히 하나씩. 이쪽으로 가는 것 같은데? 몹을 찾기 위해서 검색을 겁나 때려봤습니다. 대충 볼트에 관한 이야기였습니다. 뭐야, 이쪽인데? 저쪽인가? 나온다. 다행히 이제 레벨이 높아가지고 그때 커버가 되네요.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 22. In
22.
retrospect, my enthusiasm for the cryogenically preserved specimens in the vault was excessive, if not actually misplaced. I am down to the last 4 viable test subjects. Further research is at an impasse.
4개밖에 안 남았대요.
To human subjects. Obtaining volunteers will be impossible. The necessary experimentation to even approach a functional result will be unavoidably fatal to some.
실험체가 필요했던 거구만.
Measures to obtain subjects. Thousands, perhaps millions of lives will be saved. Utility trumps sentimentality. And log.
저쪽으로 가라는디? 이쪽인 것 같아요. 밑인가? 밑으로 가야 되나? It's me. That's me. It's me. It's me. 우와. 굿. 어떻게 가야 되죠? 퀘스트는 저쪽이라고 표시를 해주는데 문을 열어야 되는데 여기도 뭐 있다.
And down. Go, 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 go.
꺼꺼꺼.
Robotics control failure in the mainframe wing. Activating emergency fabrication protocol FS401.
Jeanette, circuits 10, 1857.
Got it.
Fabrication system offline. Activating emergency repair
저
protocol
열어야 되는데
CR889.
889, that's Hans. We need a reactor brownout.
열라고
All
적혀있네.
right, give me a minute. 109's next. Jeanette?
Ready on the detonator.
Molly, are you in?
Sorry, just a...
Brownout in 3, 2, 1.
실패.
Power fluctuations detected in the engineering wing. Activating emergency stabilization protocol ES109.
뭐가 터졌어요.
Detonation in the cryogenics wing.
That should do it.
Activating superseding protocol Omega.
Eric?
That's not in the database. What?
Protocol confirmed. All exits have sealed to prevent a containment breach. Calculating optimal process to exterminate all personnel in the vault. Done.
인공지능
All remaining
무섭네.
personnel may now be terminated.
I'm locked out!
Here, I got it. Cover the door. Damn it! Almost.
Data upload from compromised system detected. Suspect data stream.
AI가 제일 무섭죠.
무섭네요.
What?
딱
Bypass.
정해진 룰대로 하니까
All
그냥
residents
다
have been
죽었습니다.
terminated. Operation successful.
사람을 바이러스로 생각하고 다 죽여버렸구만. 해본하실 때 사이코패스, 소시오패스지 확실히. 확실히 컴퓨터다 보니까 이쪽일 것 같은데 저걸 어떻게 열면 좋을까요? 이거 여는 방법이 있나? 가끔 문 안 열려서 어떻게 열지 하면서 여는 방법 찾다가 진짜 몰라가지고 검색을 하잖아요? 그러면 버그라서 안 열렸던 거 어떤 적도 있었어요. 근데 그거 진짜 한장할 뻔했지. 그래서 한 며칠 정도 이제 한 상고철에 하니까 열렸어요. 다행히 상고철에 하니까
그런 버그는 어떻게 해요? 시간 지나면 풀리나요?
몇 번 찾아가니까 틀리긴 했어요.
려 하면 열리는군.
네, 상고철에 하니까 열렸어요. 놀랍죠? 나 진짜 그 퀘스트 이제 못 깨는구나 싶었는데 어떻게 하다 보니까 열려가지고 오 여기다 찾았다 길 찾았다. 우연찮게 길을 찾았네요.
Probably a squirrel.
터졌다. 또 있는 것 같은데? 버튼 누르면 열리는 거 아니야? 아, 아이디 카드가 없네. 무기가 다 차가지고. 열었어.
Your persistent refusal to depart is a distraction I do not need. Please, I am asking you again, leave this place and do not return. There is nothing for you here but sorrow. Whatever you think you will accomplish here, I promise you that you will.
오, 미사일은. 뭐야, 폭탄. 다음. 보인 것 같은데? 총알이나 좀 많이 나왔으면 좋겠다. 오. 257%. 258%. 아무튼 방사능 영향이 줄어들었다라는 내용의 뭐 그런 내용이었는데 수류탄 소리 났는데? 위 같은데? 같은 팀이 그렇게 소리 헷갈리게 하면 어떡하냐. 저기 총알이나 먹고 째야겠죠? 됐어요. 이 정도만 먹읍시다. 하여튼 가는 것만 있으면은 더 할 텐데.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 38.
블랙본 박사.
The capture of human test subjects is itself less difficult than I imagined. The people of Appalachia are in bad need of medicine, and lone travelers are easy to approach when one is a doctor. I tell myself these acts are necessary, the work too important, and I cannot complete it without living human subjects to experiment upon. It is I compound failure upon failure. In my quiet hours, I question what I have made of myself in pursuit of this goal. I began this enterprise fully cognizant of what it might take. But even with that foreknowledge, I could not comprehend the weight of it. Have I become no different from that fool Elias, a font of monsters with no humane end in sight? Am I deluded in believing myself capable of success? These moments pass. I push aside those doubts and focus on the work before me. The people of Appalachia need this. The world needs this. Let them vilify me when they learn what I have done.
전 세계 사람들한테 꼭 필요한
I will
연구래요.
make a better future for them, even if I do not live to see it myself. End log.
수류탄 던졌다. 실수로 던져버렸어.
Is that you, Basher? Who do you think it is, jackass? It's Tally. Hold up. You're not one of mine. You sound familiar, though.
탈리야?
our people and the damn robots keep coming in waves. We need help. I can fix that, but you gotta agree to help first.
뭐 도와줄 수는 있지.
Hardy har. Let's get serious and make it quick.
알았어. 도와줄게.
Trying to get us out of here since we've been locked in. I just found this vault security key card. Should you help us? And it's
오, 키카드.
Valdez. You got someone else out?
I don't think we've got much choice. We're going to need that key card to bypass the...
I told you I was about to try it out right when I heard.
멍청하다, 내가, 뭐? 멍청하다고, 내가? 뭐?
Nothing. Same as stopping you from shooting us if we let you in. We don't need more. Help us hold off the bots and we'll leave peacefully. For you, anyway. Now we're talking.
Good thing Shin's not here. I don't think...
No shooting, boys. They're on our side.
도망가는 건 어때?
Here they come again.
안 도와줘야겠다. 얘네들이 다 잡고 난 다음에 하면 되지 않을까요? 이거 왜 그렇게 적극적이야? 오. 왜 안 도와줘도 잘 잡겠구만.
세계의 전쟁은 아닌 것 같은데 스케일이 크네요.
그쵸, 스케일 크죠. 보스몹이 나올 것 같은데 왠지 블랙번 박사가 보스몹으로 나올 것 같아요. 막 유전자 조작해가지고 난 이제 완전해졌다 뭐 이런 식으로 말해요. 얘 뭐하냐? 왠지 나중에 싸워야 될 것 같으니까 좀 몇 명 죽기를 기다려야 될 것 같은데. 근데 파워 아머도 입고 있는데?
Damn. Good thing you showed up when you did. Looks like I was right about you. Shame. We could get into some... Can't believe the Brotherhood bailed us out.
처리해야 할 피독수리가 몇 놈이 더 있는 것 같은데. 로 마무리 지을까요?
Yeah. I don't say this a lot.
I can't believe we just got thanked by a...
어이, 착한데? 생각보다.
As always with you. With it? I can't believe you bought that bullshit I told you at Fort Atlas. Duh, we're looting the joint. One of our people trailed those Hellcat idiots back here. A vault's gotta be full of good stuff. Guns, bombs. Okay, this one turned out to be some kind of nightmare freak show, but can't blame us. Yeah, I figured. Them's the breaks. I'm sure they tried to kill you too. What, too heartless? You don't lead a gang with feelings, man. I'll be honest, the only ones I actually liked are in here. Hey, don't look at me like that.
아주 그냥 피도 눈물도 없는 애거든요.
They're not. I try to get these guys here to mount a rescue, they'll ask me themselves. Get it? eyes. Can't get enough of me. All yours. You got this far, so thanks again. Maybe we won't even. No promises.
다음에 만날 때는 목 닫고 기다려라.
Interesting friends initiate.
제가 이번에 한번 보내줬어요. 특별히 한번 봐줬다. 이 넓은 아량으로. 제 또 마음이 한 열이잖아요. 그래가지고 한번 봐줬습니다. 다음에 만나면 그냥 머리 날리도록 하겠습니다. 어이씨, 잘못 먹었다. 뭐 잘못 먹었다고 떴는데? 아닌가?
이런 험한 세상에 그렇게 여린 마음을 가지고 어떡하려고.
그래서 제가 이 세계관에서 못 살겠다 이 말이죠. 차라리 핵이랑 같이 죽겠습니다. 저는 마음이 열어가지고 못 살 것 같아요. 다 이제 봐주다 보면은 저는 뼈밖에 안 남겠죠. 뭐야 이거? 여기 냉동 보관하고 있는 건가?
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 57. Begin to doubt my own sanity at times. My
얘도 좀 좋은 애 하려다가 망가진 것 같은데 완전.
continue to fail to bear real fruit. The FEV seems almost deliberately malignant, as if it had a consciousness and rejects my every attempt to bend it toward a benevolent end. I've come to recognize the signs of imminent metastasis and conversion to the so-called supermutant state. I am ill-equipped to deal with the product of such failure, and have taken to disposing of these unfortunates outside the vault itself. I regret that my current methods of disposal may, in the short term, increase the supermutant population of Appalachia.
이 블랙본 박사가 슈퍼 뮤턴트를 만든 거구나. 이 슈퍼 뮤턴트가 번식이 불가능한데 이렇게 뭔가 유전자 조작으로 태어난 애들이거든요. 왜 벌거벗고 있어? 오 마이 갓. 비켜.
These vessels were once filled with specimens, stocked here so that captive scientists could turn them into perversions of nature. Like West Tech, they concerned themselves only with whether they could do these things, not what benefit they might bring. At best, they made weapons. Such a pointless waste. I have turned what they left behind to better ends.
연구동을 열라고 하네요. 이제 결말이 보이기 시작하네요. 과연 뭐가 나오려나? 카드키가 있으니까 이제 열 수 있네.
보이나요 결말이?
네, 보이기 시작한 것 같습니다.
I regret the ugliness you find here. The things I had to do. They were necessary.
사람들을
Necessity made them no more pleasant or palatable. Seeing these things, I imagine you must intend to kill me. I do not blame you for this.
We're supposed to bring him in alive. Don't forget that. No matter what we've seen here.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn.
과연 생포에서 대고 가는 게 맞는 건가?
My work's demand for human subjects has
이
increased
친구는 머리카락이 아직 살아있는데
toward my ultimate goal. To this end, I have contracted with a group of mercenaries calling themselves the Hellcat.
저 친구 아직 머리카락이 살아있는데
Trustworthy, if such a term applies here. They
친구는
display
죽었군요.
useful moral flexibility. They do not question the nature of my work or my need for human subjects, and I do not illuminate them. Already they have begun acquiring new subjects at a far greater pace than I could, and a contingent remained to guard the vault itself. I must be careful. A mercenary is only as loyal as their pay, after all. My control of the vault security systems keeps them in check. For now. End log.
구울 소리가 들리는데. 멸청 실험. 슈퍼 무턴트 상태가 된다. 나를 이름으로 불렀대요.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn.
뭔가 자꾸 해서 집중 너무 무서워가지고 집중이 안 되네. 얘도 죽긴 했나 보네요.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Number 13. Whatever the prior occupants of this vault may have done, I must thank them. Especially Chief Engineer Dr. Memling.
memling 박사.
A respectable scientist in his own right, had the classic engineer's idiosyncratic approach to maintenance. His additions to the vault reactor and electrical subsystems provide me with ample points of connection to directly access mains power. Between this and certain defects in reactor shielding, I have invaluable resources for my research. My first attempts in this area are more disappointing, however. Lacking Memling's expertise, my electrical impedance tests failed dramatically. The unintentional discovery of a new method of rapidly cooking a mole rat fails even in that regard. Mole rat exposed to several thousand volts at significant amperage does not make for an appetizing sight. Nonetheless, these results are duly recorded, and I believe my understanding of the system is sufficient to produce more useful results in the future. End log.
Molly Cooper, biology, log 280. What is this? The specimen record is blank. No vitals, no measurements, no source. N001. The cellular structure is unlike anything I've ever seen. I can't even identify the organelles. I ran it through the DNA sequencer twice, but nothing at all.
Please.
I talked it over
웬
with
누구야?
Tina, and she's gonna try splicing.
You're not with those others, are you? Can you get us out of here?
Is he coming back?
Cassie, listen, I ain't trying to be rude. I'll tell you my whole dang life story if you want. Oh, we're locked in some weird set. We're peachy. Not exactly. The doctor guy always does something back behind the stairs there before he comes back to grab one of us for his tests. Okay, I was gonna go for a walk, but I guess I'll stay here for now. Sorry.
납치당한 사람들을 발견했습니다. 드디어 우리 빨리 너희들 구해서 나는 이곳을 나가겠어. 핑퐁. 뭐라? 너를 봐. 지금 열심히 찾고 있어 증거를. 실험실 잠금 해제. 아, 여기네. 다시 여길 돌아왔네요. 꺼버렸어. 헐. 와, 이런 용어들은 다 어떻게 설정했대. 신기하네. 짜자짜짠, 짜자짜짠. 개인 기록도 많이 남았네요. 못 떨어질 것 같아. 바람이 많이 불어가지고. 햇빛은 쨍쨍한데 바람이 많이 부네요.
4시 반 마무리 덕도 없죠.
4시 반 마무리 가능합니다. 50분밖에 안 남았어요. 삼 빼고는 다.
Molly Cooper, biology.
3 빼고는 다 개방해버렸어요. 이게 어떤 결말이 나올지. 이상하네. 또 안 열리네, 여기는. 작업대가 있을 만한데 없네요. 신기하네. 위험이 있는지 없는지 확인을 하고 쟤네들을 풀어줘야겠죠. 여기 좀 지름길 같은데? 아니네. 그런 것 같은데? 지름길 맞는 것 같은데? 숏컷이라고 하죠? 숏컷. 컷을 하나 연 느낌인데? 안녕 얘들아. 뒤에서 왔어 내가. 아이 좀 비켜줄래? 아 아니네. 미안하다.
Oh, thank God. You've got my thanks, stranger. Introductions are in order. I'm not injured.
Take it anymore.
That nut job was... Weird thing is, he kept apologizing. Bad case of sludge lung now. Help us. But I'm holding... For real? Well, I did get kidnapped and locked up by Mad Sa... But still, thank you. You get to miss him breathing normal. We ain't going anywhere. Hey, if you run into that crazy doctor...
Somebody get us out of here.
Look me up at Foundation when this is all over.
Please, don't let him take me again.
자, 마무리 지으러 갑시다. 블랙범 박사의 머리를 차러 갑시다. 어디로 가야 되지, 근데? 아, 여기 카드 삐삐 하면 열리겠죠? 나 이제 다 열 수 있어. 뭐야, 뭐 죽어있는데? 뭐야, 작업대가 있을만하게 생겼는데 없네요. 이럴 리가 없는데. 우연찮게 잘 온 것 같은데요? 아닌데? 이 위인데? 우연찮게 잘 온 것 같은 게 아니라 잘못 왔습니다. 여기네. 일단 문이랑 문은 다 열어가지고. 어라? 여기가 아니네요. 어쨌든 다 이어져 있다는 거를 확인을 했네요. 레시피 같은 거 있지 않을까? 없네. 여긴 아니고 저기네. 그러면 다 왔어요.
Though it seems futile, I ask one final time.
이랬어.
Leave this vault and the things you have seen. You cannot change what has happened here. Leave me to this cold and lonely place.
The card doesn't work? Blackburn must have overridden the door codes. Probably guess the looters might find a key card eventually if they had the run of the place. If he's changed the codes for the door, we're not getting through normally. I knew. These doors are hydraulically sealed. If we can find the lines that feed to this door, we might be able to cut the pressure holding it shut. Look for a utility room nearby.
유압장치를 찾으려고 하네요. 밑으로 내려가면 될 것 같은데. 저긴가? 위인가? 위인 것 같아요.
This should be it. Take a look. See if you could find the lines to the overseer's office.
나보다 네가 하는 게 낫지 않을까? 힘으로도 할 수 있고 지능으로 하는 게 낫겠죠?
Nice work. You might have a future as a scribe if you wanted. Let's head back. The door should be open now.
갑시다. 힘으로 하려다가 그래도 머리가 전 좋거든요. 힘과 지능이 좋은 캐릭터라서. 안녕, 블랙본 박사.
It appears neither the vault defenses nor the Blood Eagles were a match for you. Quite formidable. You can lower your weapons. It would clearly be futile for me to struggle, and I surrender willingly. Contrary to what you may think, I did not lie to you when we spoke at Fort Atlas. I did say it would be difficult for a layperson to understand. FEV was never intended to be a source of abominations and grotesque. It was to be the next step in human evolution. Certainly the fools at West Tech were more obsessed with observing its failures than correcting them. And now it will fulfill that purpose.
Listening to this is making me understand Shin's point of view.
This is true. It was easier and safer for myself, if not for others, to release those failed. I had work to finish, and I knew the Brotherhood was out there to deal.
Your errors tunneled into Fort Atlas and could have killed everyone!
Is that so? That level of coordination suggests an increase in cognitive development over the typical example. Still, I bear the Brotherhood no. I am sure your Brotherhood will happily interrogate me until I have no tale left to tell. I will be entirely forthcoming, though I expect you will want to conduct your inquisition with it. As for the contents of this vault, the Brotherhood is free to...
I don't like the sound.
Do you believe I did this all blindly? Groping madly in the bodies of the innocent for some unknown and hallucination? With each iteration, each test conducted, I have no doubt.
It sounds like you haven't actually tested.
완전 무결하다고?
Steps being taken. Any miscalculations that might exist are minor. What you call insanity is merely the regret that it condemns me in your eyes or consigns me to whatever hell may exist is a price I pay willingly. I have ensured the future of humanity.
아주 자기 일에 긍지를 가지고 있네요. 사람으로 테스트를 했지만.
Were it possible to achieve it without the suffering of innocence, I would have done so.
After seeing what you've done here, I hope hell does exist.
Despise me if you will. I took no pleasure. I have no doubt that... Yes, I assumed as much when you entered. Very well. Consider me arrested, if you must. I am ready to face. My work here is complete, regardless.
미디어의 박사는 왜 다 저럴까?
좀 매드 사이언트가 되게 많죠. 매드 사이언티스트.
Simply that I have achieved my goal. The FEV is perfected, and it is too late for you to change. My sacrifices, the terrible things I have done to accomplish this. It has been...
What? You can't do anything with it now. We've caught you.
Have I given you any reason to believe I have not already taken the necessary?
Okay, that's not good.
FEV로 무슨 짓을 한 거지?
I turned a flawed miscreation into something that will heal an ill and wounded humanity. But if by that you mean, what have I done with the result? It is no longer here. I have... associates. They are even now finalizing the mechanisms of its distribution. You are too late.
설마.
Paladin Romani needs to hear about this immediately.
Do you think I'd take any pleasure or pride in that fact? Had I been
사이코패스가 아니래요. 그 당당해 너무.
I would have done so. I am neither as but I am certain what I have done. Let me go. Had I committed any offense? Ah, yes. The interrogation. Yes, consider me my work here. I am at your disposal.
You can head out. I'll radio for a team to secure the site and get the prisoners to safety. I'm sure the others are going to have a lot
동료가
of questions.
있다고?
Good work, Initiate.
동료가 있대요. 일이 끝나지가 않았는데 이게.
I'm sure your officers will have plenty to ask of me when I am in custody.
You should be getting back to Fort Atlas, Initiate.
총매.
should never have allowed Dumont to convince me to stay with Westtech when they shuttered the Greenhouse Initiative. The Panimmunity variant was intended to shield us from biological warfare.
무리였네.
To make the population safe from the horrors war could unleash. The Greenhouse Initiative turned the same work to feeding the ever-increasing starving masses. Noble goals and worthy science. The discovery of the FEV abandoned all that. The awesome potential of the virus, what it could do if harnessed to those same ends, ignored. Instead, they saw a weapon. Super soldiers. Small-minded bureaucrats and their pet scientists had the keys to human evolution and saw only profit in war. Dr. Khan, a disgrace to that title, took over. And even those miserable goals were cast aside in favor of the perverse. Infecting the water supply of Huntersville just to observe the effects. Why? We knew the virus in its current state produced horrors. Had we been looking for a cure, perhaps it could have been justified. But Khan had no such interest. He did it because he could. Were I a better man, a better scientist, I would have left immediately. My belated resignation does me little credit. And log. Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn.
I'll be fine.
Under any
Report
other
back to the Paladin in
circumstance,
the night as
it
soon
would
as you
feel
can.
foolish to begin recording these before my work has even meaningfully begun. I developed this habit during my graduate studies. A tool helping me as much to retain my insights as to preserve my failures. Here, when nothing about what I am to undertake is normal, I break with tradition and start these logs now. Posterity requires this moment to be kept. What I am about to do will almost assuredly make of me a villain in the eyes of many. My work is distasteful and must be conducted in secret. Here, for whatever person may one day hear this, I say for the record that what I will do, I do out of love. An unselfish love that knows no rest. Not for a person. No cliched deceased spouse or lost child motivates me. Humanity is my love. Though none would accuse me of excess sentiment. We are a species tormented by the ravages of the Great War, reduced to vermin eking out an existence in the rubble of the world that was. The mistakes of my past are writ on the face of every survivor, living in fear of the mutated horrors that stalk the wasteland. I can correct this. I must. We are not meant to live like this. There is a way forward to free us from the horrors we...
말 끝날 때까진 아무것도 못하나요?
Yet I fear the failures that lie between me and the future I see. They will be many, and they will cause a great deal of pain before I am done. The sins of Westtech must be undone. The price will be extreme, but it must be paid. If my life is included in that price, I will pay it gladly. I record this log not to seek forgiveness. I neither deserve nor require it. I ask only that you, my hypothetical listener, know that the things to come are not the product of ill intent or a sadistic mania. One day, good will come of the evil I am set to do. I hope that you are there to see it, and understand, and log.
You're the Paladin's favorite initiate, right?
Threats are not.
How's she gonna handle the situation?
Everything you've done. I'm only threatening you right now.
Please, this argument is getting us nowhere.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was. Night Initiate, you've come at the right time. We've been talking to Dr. Blackburn and going over
This smug monster is practically bragging about torture and unleashing horrors on the world. And Romani is treating him with kid gloves.
I am not bragging. What I have done was necessary. I take no pride in those terrible acts. I will have to live with the shame of them forever. That weight does not, however, diminish that the ends were worth the means. You will learn that soon enough. My colleagues will see that our creation, a vast improvement on the FEV, is distributed shortly.
Do you see the arrogance, the self-justification? We should end him and be done with it. If all he had done was create more super mutants, I would agree. The scribe's report just adds more crimes to the list.
It's not that simple. Preventing Dr. Blackburn's associates from taking this horror any further must be our priority. And we may need the doctor to convince them.
My colleagues have a laboratory hidden beneath the headquarters of my former employer, West Tech. We intend to correct the FEV's mistakes at their birthplace. Poetically appropriate, would you not agree?
옆에 와이프 있나요? 갑자기 아무 말도 안 들리네.
마이크 왜 꺼졌지? 마이크 왜 꺼졌지? 마이크 꺼졌습니다. 죄송합니다. 바이러스로 뭘 어떻게 하려는 거야?
My colleagues have a facility better suited to final testing and mass production of the virus.
와이프 없습니다.
As we speak, they are preparing for its release into the air and water of Appalachia. Once dispersed, it will enter the precipitation cycle in groundwater, and then it cannot be stopped.
언제부터 마이크가 꺼져 있었던 거지?
It could spread for hundreds, maybe thousands of miles.
뭐야 한참 조용하길래 무언 일인가 했는데.
That is your goal, not mine. But I am not a soldier, and would not withstand strenuous interrogation. Well, no minor delay on my part will change what is.
그냥 언제 꺼졌는지 모르겠어요. 아까까지 잘 말하고 있었는데
Perhaps my cooperation
아무 일도
will allow
없습니다.
us to make a case for the good we are about to do, and convince you of our cause.
단지 4시 반까지 안 끝날 것 같아서 그게 조금 불안할 뿐.
Support something so abominable.
Yes. If the doctor's associates are preparing to distribute the virus, we have to put our emotions aside here and get to them before they can. Blackburn's punishment, whatever its form, can wait until
총을 이상하게 들고 있는데?
safe. Head to West Tech.
40안이 아니라 오늘 내로도 못 끝낼 듯.
총이 이상하게 생겼는데? 버그네요. 흔한 버그.
내일만 끝내기에도 버거운 게임이다.
This is just like what Elder Maxim faced at Mariposa. Or have you forgotten?
Elder Maxon came to regret acting rashly there. Or have you forgotten?
If they've already begun producing the virus, blowing up the place could just help spread it. We'll need to be a bit more delicate than that.
Very well. If Blackburn is coming with us, I will be watching him. Perhaps he can provide leverage against his fellow lunatics.
If I can prevent further loss of life, I will.
Then it's decided. Initiate, head for West Tech. We've no time to lose. See you there.
이거 보세요. 총이 이상하게 들고 있어요. 아무튼 이상하게 들고 있어. 어디로 오라 그랬지? 진짜 지역이 많긴 하네. 웨스텍 연구소로 들어가세요. 웨스텍. 여기다. 형이 빠른 이동이 찍혀 있습니다. 슈퍼 뮤턴트? 전설템. 슈퍼 뮤턴트도 어릴 땐 사람이었어요. 어릴 때는 한다. 사람이었던 적이 있어요. 총알이나 좀 챙겨야겠다. 고기 챙겨버렸다. 뭐야, 깜짝이야, 씨. 엄청 센 것 같은데, 저거? 와, 점프가, 난 이렇게 되는데 저 사람 왜 뽕 냈지? 같이 가면 되겠다. 개꿀인데요? 버스 타고 빨리 갑시다. 근데 이게 아마 이거는 인스턴트 던전으로 취급돼서 따로 다른가 봅니다. 아쉽네. 슈퍼 버스였는데. 몸빵이 세가지고, 하여튼 가는 데가 있네. 당황하지 않고 다 정리한 것 같죠? 여기서 분해를 하면 돼요. 분해할 수 있는 장치가 있다는 게, 장치란다. 장소가 있다는 게, 나가버렸어. 이야. 안 돼. 문인 줄 알고 열렸는데 이게 습관이 무섭네.
로딩아.
그러니까 로딩이 나와버려가지고 이게 참 이게 시간 낭비했네. 오늘은 끝나려나? 갑자기 불안해졌네요. 과연 이 이야기의 끝은 어디인가? 저 위로 가야 되는데? 여기 올라가는 길인데? 이미 살포가 끝난 것처럼 보이는데? 아닌가? 왜 죽어있지? 올라가는 길 찾았고 왜 죽어있을까요? 이유는 알 수 없지만 슈퍼뮤턴트들이 꽤 많이 죽어있네요. 왜 죽어있지? 저게 터지면서 슈퍼뮤턴트가 늘어났네요. 자, 다시 저 문으로 들어가면 되겠죠? 찾았다. 접근 암호 얻었고 뭔가 얻었어요, 신규로. 큰 주머니. 저거 끼면은 좋겠는데 그럼 갑옷을 안 끼면 안 되기 때문에
Your guts around my neck! Go.
또 어디? 왔네. 톡스가 왔네. 총알이 감당이 될지 모르겠네, 이게. 일단 문 열고 그거 있었지 않나? 아이템 한번 갈고 와야겠다. 하하하 참 편하네요. 새삼 편함. 저기 이렇게 하다 보면은 저렇게 제작 잠금 해제가 되는 게 있어가지고 뭐 굳이 안 해도 되긴 한데 습관이죠 습관. 아 이거 또 열어야 돼 이걸로? 귀찮게 해놨네. 뭔가 있나봐요. 여기에 지금 슈퍼 뮤턴트가 된 사람들의 이름이 다 나온 것 같아요. 그럼 여기 저거만 보고 갈까요? 뚠뚠뚠뚠뚠뚠 격리 실패. 이렇게 읽다 보면은 가끔 뭐 스토리도 알 수 있겠지만 가끔 설계도 같은 거 줄 때가 있어가지고 근처인데? 아 여기구나. 자 엘리베이터 타고 내려갔다 옵시다. 이 서브키가 하나 있었던 것 같아요. 달려있던 거. 이제 거의 끝나가는 게 느껴지네. 거의 뭐 등산해서 정상 얼마나 더 가야 돼? 그러면 다 왔어 하는 느낌으로. 뭐라?
어제부터 끝나가는 게 느껴졌던 것 같은데.
뭐 느껴는 치죠. 느껴만 지네요. 알게 들어가고 있어요. 터져. 안 터지네. 사실 총알 파밍하는 데가 딱 있긴 한데 이제 제가 다 정리했기 때문에 이제 친구들이 올 겁니다.
Are we secure, Initiate? The Hellcats were likely here to protect Blackburn's associates from the super mutants above.
Should we expect any further resistance?
I am not aware of the details of the defensive measures my colleagues may have taken.
동료 둘이니까 또 쪽수가 많다는 건데.
To tolerate trespassers.
We should keep moving.
As you wish. I am your prisoner, after all. I have little choice in the matter. Dr. Farhar is nominally the head of their group, Headstrong, an old university colleague. Dr. Jane was a junior scientist at Westtech, brilliant but easily led. He shared my disgust at the Huntersville mistake. Nellie Wright, on the other hand,
최종 보스 위치대 여기.
an adoptee of sorts. Very talented, despite her lack of formal schooling. A trap I conceived, prepared, and executed entirely while in your custody. You give me too much credit. Certainly.
Let's move out.
밥 먹고 갑시다. 밥 먹고. 선생님들 밥 먹고 갑시다. 밥 먹고. 다 먹고 살자고 하는 짓인데 이게 제가 제일 좋아하는 말입니다. 다 먹고 살자고 하는 짓인데.
그쵸, 먹어야죠.
먹고 살자고 하는 짓인데 먹고 갑시다. 아, 얘네들이 박사인가 보네.
Edgar, who are these people? What happened to the guards?
The guards are dead, Dr. Farhar. This is the Brotherhood of Steel. I have been their guest since they discovered our project. Regrettably, they object to what we are doing.
We will not be intimidated. This facility is secure. You can't get to us.
자기들한테 한번 먼저 테스트를 해봐야 되는 거 아니야? 이 친구들 이거.
This isn't the Huntersville strain. Dr. Blackburn has purified the virus of its considerable defects.
We've made something wonderful out of something horrible. We're helping people this time. Well, no.
봐, 확신이 없잖아, 이 친구들.
Of course we have. Experimentation has identified the key flaws in the original strain. Iterative testing has pinpointed the defective genetic sequences, and we've corrected them in each case.
Of course not. What Westtech did was they didn't care who they hurt. And they did it just to see what happened. We're trying to help people.
Dr. Jane is enthusiastic, but it's true. We're advancing science itself. The cost doesn't matter. No offense to Dr. Jane, but Westtech wasn't doing science. They were only burning ants.
We've run the simulations. All three of us triple-checked them all.
We're confident in the formulation.
공식이랑 현실이랑
You know what they say?
같다고 확신을 하고
Human
있구만.
testing is the best testing. A large-scale release will provide a representative sample. Science needs vision, like Dr. Blackburn's, like ours. Let's not let testing hold us back.
실험이라고 하네요, 스스로.
might seem hasty, but...
Don't be such a pushover, Jamie.
No, wait. I've also had my doubts. Perhaps we should discuss this after all.
I can see you're troubled. You know what you're doing isn't right. Let's talk through this. We can come to an agreement.
I want to avoid violence. But that's always on the table, as long as you hold Dr. Blackburn hostage. Let him go. Please, let him go or we will cut off this negotiation and proceed with our plans.
오호, 건방지네.
I am afraid you will have to give in on this one. If you truly want to stop our distribution process, I advise you to listen to the...
얘를 풀어준다고.
It is no joke at all. Allow me to explain. My colleagues could not stop production if they tried. It requires a code. I am the only one who knows it. I set this plan in motion, and I am the only one.
Is this true?
Edgar.
You will have to forgive Dr. Farha. She did not know. I added this functionality to our distribution program. As insurance, you might say.
Boy, that's handy, huh?
So there you have it. I am willing to help you in exchange for sparing my colleagues' lives. But you will have to let me in there with them.
어,
Then you are free to enjoy the view as my colleagues distribute our creation among.
I don't like it either. But what other option do we have?
Dr. Farha, please permit me. I am certain we can negotiate it.
All right. I'm registering you for this.
With your leave.
Don't make this worse.
This is a mistake.
안 돼! 망했어요, 이래. 세상이 한 번 더 망하겠구만.
Now that that is over with, Nellie, prep the
또
test
망해.
chamber. They want proof of our success.
Edgar, wait!
I apologize for the deceit, but I cannot risk you undoing. Soon you will understand that I was right.
망했죠, 이거. 분명히 나는 배신할 것 같았는데, 선택지가.
You've signed your death warrant, Blackburn.
I will test the sample on myself and be proof of our achievement. Anything you do to me after, I'm going in. Ready the tank.
아, 자기 스스로 안 돼요.
When we had the chance.
Now's not the time. We gotta find a way in quickly. There's no time to waste.
여기 들어가면 안 돼? 여기로 들어가야 되는 거밖에 없나 봐요. 빵!
FEV flow ready, Doctor.
Initiating procedure. Code. Section.
Initiating.
블랙분 박사 여기 있는디? 안에 안 들어갔는디?
Right.
What's this? No. What's happening? This can't be. The figures were correct.
오, 슈퍼 뮤턴트가 됐어요. 슈퍼 울트라 뮤턴트.
영등각이네.
역시 보스 몹이 나올 줄 알았어. 와, 속 시원하게 쏘자. 잘 가시고.
This is what happens when we let people play God.
이 와중에 룻을 하네.
The need for
루트 해야죠. 루트 하자고 하는 건데.
Edgar, I should have known. I owe you an apology. work was a failure.
잘 되긴 했네. 엄청 센 애가 나왔으니까.
Any good it might have done was a mirage. As a token of goodwill, I have used Edgar's code to stop production. We will not distribute the virus. I will make sure of that. But I will not simply let you in. There may be little I can do to stop you, but I will. I must admit that I am powerless. If our cooperation can sway you to avoid more violence, the way is open. We await your judgment.
힘으로 다 해결되죠.
We can verify that once the area is secure and send for Scribe Valdez to double check. Until then, stay on your guard.
버그 때문에 조금 중요한 장면이 조금 이상하게 찍긴 했는데 저 패션이 좀 이상하다.
You've arrived. Please, hear me out. We are scientists. Our work is all we have to give to this broken world. We had truly hoped to give humanity a better way to fight back. Against the radiation, the mutants, the decay of we failed. But this doesn't have to be the end.
Why does it sound like you're giving up? We weren't that far off, just a tweak here or there.
If I may interrupt, I agree with everything Dr. Farha has to say. Despite how it looks, we are not evil. Knowing that,
Well put. The Brotherhood exists to keep humanity safe. If that failed virus had gotten out, countless people could have died.
그쵸. 인류를 한 번 더 파괴시킬 뻔했죠. 이네들이 저 살포했으면은.
It's clear that we can't just let them go, but their knowledge could be valuable to the Brotherhood and the people of.
노예로 씁시다. 평생 아오지 실험실에서 실험이나 하라 그래.
You and I shouldn't fault anyone for trying to make a difference.
I can. And I will.
Is this still about back then? You can't forgive yourself for your own mistakes, so you refuse to forgive others too. When will you put that behind you?
This has nothing to do with that. There will be no more experiments. And they're too dangerous to keep prisoner.
Wait, you're really going to kill us?
너는 좀 죽여야 될 것 같은데,
We're not
넬리?
killing anybody. We will bring them back to Fort Atlas and have Scribe Valdez monitor their work.
Have you lost your mind?
Think about it. This is exactly why the Brotherhood exists. To safeguard technology. I hate to admit it, but the Elders are right on this. We can't let them go, but we can't destroy what knowledge they have either.
아, 이건 조금 어려운 선택이긴 한데.
I'm willing to cooperate. You, the angry one. Consider the fact that universities are no longer operating. In a generation,
지식을 살려두느냐,
if any people left in the world with a formal education.
위험을 없애느냐.
How many dozens have you killed? Do you really think your life is worth more than theirs because of your education? We don't need your knowledge if you're deranged enough to resort to human experimentation.
Please, stop this. Let us... There's still much that we haven't told you about our work. And we know little about your Brotherhood. Perhaps we can find out more where our perspectives overlap.
저 넬리라는 여자는 죽이고 싶은데.
Cool Shin's head. I have no desire for this to come to blows.
Very well. You haven't said anything yet. Surely you have an opinion on this matter.
즉결 처형.
By all means. We won't be going anywhere.
과학자들이랑 한번 대화를 해보겠습니다.
I urge you to reconsider. Dr. Blackburn was in charge of procurement. He told... Please understand, we were so close. And everything we did was for the...
성공했으면은 뭐 너희들은 제가 좀 가벼워질 수는 있었겠지만 실패를 했기 때문에
Dr. Farha may disagree, but I'd like to finish. We can implement new safety measures. Animal experiments on... We're so close to improving the human race as we know it. They are good people. Dr. Farha is... The girl is unorthodox, but you can't fault her for it. We're all born differently into it. And about Dr. Blackburn... Well, the world has lost a vision. Please don't let this work.
어허, 연구를 쓰레기로 만들지 말라.
What questions do you have for me? We could focus the idea of human evolution into a more targeted formula. Say, a Formula 2. In fact, I hear serums of that sort may already be circulating among the survivors of the region. I'd like to study what they... It went too far. By the time I figured out that Dr. Blackburn was experimenting on humans, Ellie and Dr. Jane had already become passionate about the project. I was unable to convince them to pull back. I stayed in the hopes that my objections could save even... You're right. No excuse will make up for my mistake. That is why I hope to keep living. Dr. Blackburn and Dr. Jane were my college associates. I met Nellie when she broke through my window to search for scraps. She was more interested in my research notes than my leftovers. I'm responsible for the actions of my associates. I ask that you have...
오호.
I heard when the Brotherhood breaks down your door, they say, "Add victory. Hand over your arm." Oh, wow. That's scary. I don't have any arms. Well, unless you mean human arms, because I've got 2 of those, but they're mine.
뺏을 수 있을걸? 팔자르면 뺏는 거 아닌가?
Wrong. It's all wrong. We ran the models. I know exactly where to change the ratios to make this work. We just need one more chance. Don't run from science. What about them? Is that any worse than being human? As Dr. Jane says, all life is sacred. You'd probably gun them down regardless, right? To improve the human race. If I was kidnapped for our experiments, I wouldn't mind. Most kidnappers do much. Oh, are you a licensed medical professional? Even if you are, it's pretty rude to make...
오, 건방진데?
I know exactly.
건방진데 이 여자.
Janie and Farah? Well, I don't think anybody liked me before Farah, so I'm glad we're together. Janie worries too much. He's always asking, are we doing the right thing? Is this gonna work? You don't know. Edgar was the most fun of all. Too bad he miscounted. You're not really gonna kill us, are you? I'm awfully young to die. You can fit a lot of experiments.
아이, 죽여야 될 것 같은데. 아이. 선상님들, 저 죽여야 되지 않을까요?
Won't stand for impulse. Their methods were cruel and wrong. What matters is what they do from today onward. Let's give them a... Then we must stand up for what we believe. We will not allow Shin to create a hateful brotherhood which passes judgment as it sees fit. This is human life we're talking about. You really believe that, don't you? And the other initiates. Perhaps transforming the Brotherhood is no longer possible. The scientists are to return to Fort Atlas with us and work alongside Scribe Valdez. These are smart people. They just need to be pointed in the right direction. They could still do a lot for humanity.
조금 이게, 그렇네.
This. I'm glad to hear you say that. Once he realizes his authority isn't respected, this chapter of the Brotherhood will become what it should. I hope you can see what we need to do here. What we need to do.
Those who commit crimes against humanity must. It wouldn't be right to let them run free. Not to the people they killed, and not to the people. The Brotherhood of Steel must protect the future of Appalachia. I don't see what other option there is. So we either ignore the danger. Whether I'm being dogmatic or not is irrelevant. My goal is to find a solution to a threat, and I don't see you offering any other suggestions. It hasn't been a matter of if for some time. I'm fully prepared to uphold the integrity of the Brotherhood.
전부 각자의 입장이 있고 사정이 있어.
그쵸. 어렵네요. 이렇게 이야기하다 보니까 어렵네.
Thank you. I suspect she's also become aware that she cannot pursue her own goals within the bounds of the Brotherhood. If you stand up to her now, she may take it as confirmation that she has to walk her own path.
한 번은 저 여자 편 들어줬으니까 이번엔 얘 편 들어줄까?
That is...
How long do you intend to sweep it under the rug like nothing happened? You're torturing your...
Maybe so. But this is...
Shin, you owe it to yourself to admit that you made...
For those I failed then, and those I failed... The raiders on the expedition route. Romani decided we would stay and fight them. But giving the order to distribute the weapons to the settlers there, it was my idea. I wanted to give them a chance. But I got them killed. Then I hope you'll also take away the same. I'm fully... If that is truly where you... I did everything I could to bring this chapter of the Brotherhood back in line, but without the authority of the Elder. That...
How long do you...
이게 좀 어려운데요.
This is neither...
결국 무기를 준 건 얘고 사고 친 건 얘네. 그래서 이제 그 장로한테 처벌을 받으려고 했던 건데 이 여자가 방해를 한 거고
The rocket launchers.
같이 처벌을 받을 테니까.
We had secured those weapons from a military facility, but there was a town being attacked by raiders. It didn't work. The town was taken over. It's my fault that happened. I vowed to never make a mistake like that. I can't let the past keep repeating itself. I can't give those... The outcome is more important than the intent. What I learned from that, some things are a lost cause. Some chances are too dangerous. There's nothing to get over. I acknowledge that I've made poor decisions then and now. That's why I'm... You have to see that keeping these criminals alive. Those who commit crime...
그치요. 이 식량이 없는 세상에서 범죄자들을 먹이고 재운다는 건 아주 힘든 거지. 자, 이제 결정의 시간입니다. 마음의 정리를 다 했나요?
Or has your party made a decision? And what has your...
둔둔 둔둔 파이널 앤션 뭐라 하지? 어떻게 해야 되지? 사람 목소리 그렇게 함부로 하고 너무 이게 결정하기 어렵네요.
과연
근데 대화를 들어보니까 정신을 못 차렸어요, 애들이. 자기들이 나쁜 짓을 했다는 걸 몰라. 근데 이런 세계면은 그럴 수도 있을 것 같긴 해요. 근데 정신을 못 차렸잖아, 얘네들이. 또 되풀이 한단 말이죠. 아, 이거 이제 완벽한 것 같다. 이제 사람들한테 실험을 해봐야 된다. 이렇게 생각을 할 수 있단 말이죠, 충분히. 그거를 이제 이 라만이라는 여자가 잘 컨트롤 할 수 있느냐? 제 생각에 컨트롤 할 수 없어요. 왜냐면은 라만이 자체도 이미 브라더후드의 룰을 한번 부쉈던 애거든요. 그렇다고 신 말대로 다 죽이냐? 내 생각에는, 제 개인적인 생각에는 얘들을 살립니다. 대신 도망가지 못하게 다리를 다 잘라서 살리는 놓는 거죠. 딱 그런 현명한 선택지가 없네. 진짜 이제 머리만 쓰는 애들이잖아요, 쟤네들 사실. 걸어 다닐 필요가 없어.
신도 저거 문제 있긴 있는 앤데.
그쵸, 신도 문제가 있어서 다 문제가 있어요. 다.
다리를 왜 잘라 님이 제일 나쁨.
아니, 제가 나쁘다니요. 벌은 받아야 될 거 아닙니까? 얘네들이 죽인 사람들은 이제 다시는 걸어 다닐 수 없잖아요. 어떡하지? 이게 이제 이걸로 결말이, 엔딩이 나눠지지 않을까 싶긴 한데. 3명을 죽이느냐. 근데 이제 죽은 사람은 죽은 사람이니까. 라마니 편을 한번 들었으니까, 끝까지 한번 들어주죠, 뭐.
That's relief. I assure you that you'll have our cooperation.
망하더라도,
So that's it then. You and Romani would repeat the mistakes of the past and use these criminals to build more weapons of destruction, to send the world further down the path of chaos for your own gain, all while wearing the Brotherhood insignia on your chest.
The Brotherhood's mission has always been to use the power of science to guide us to a better world. Rather than murder great minds, we will shape them into people who will serve that mission. And we will do it without barbarians like you.
On that point,
야만인이라 그랬어?
I refuse to serve an illegitimate branch of a principled institution. The elders need to know about our failures. All of them. It will be my honor to give that report in person. My best initiates will be coming with me.
Take them. There are plenty more willing recruits out there who would rather extend a helping hand than a killing blow.
You mean who'd rather cower behind the guise of altruism than take responsibility and make things right? It doesn't matter. Do as you will, Romani. The elders will judge the outcome.
We are grateful. The work we do next could
다
still
죽어라,
change
그냥.
the world.
You go on ahead. I'll bring the scientists back to Fort Atlas, then we can discuss everything that's happened.
결국 저는 저 살인자들을 살려버렸습니다. 이걸로 어떻게 될까? 이번엔 밖에서부터 들어가 보도록 하겠습니다. 왠지 이 범위가 나와서
또 다시 재앙이 찾아오면 님 탓임.
그건 제 탓이 아니에요. 이제. 저는 제 의견을 말했습니다. 제 생각엔 다리를 잘라가지고 진짜 머리 쓰는 노예로 써야 된다고 저는 딱 생각을 했어요. 걔네들한테도 이제 말하는 거죠. 다리 잘라서 뭐 연구하는 그냥 노예를 살래 아니면 죽을래. 이렇게 결정권을 주고 싶었는데 그런 결정권이 없었네요.
Friends, initiates, faces new and old. It's good to see you today. I am proud to announce that the mutant threat has
아깐 주먹 없앤다고 팔을 자른다더니
came with an unfortunate consequence. I'm sure you all know.
아, 걔가 무기 자기 두 손을 못 뺐을 거라 그래가지고 뺐을 수 있다는 걸 좀 알려주고 싶었어요.
Shin and his followers have decided to part ways with the Appalachian Brotherhood.
그래도 서기관 남았네.
I had together with Shin on the mission, and still do. But he is no longer open to discussion. His loyalty to the Elders is unshakable. He would rescind his oath before besmirching the Brotherhood's name. Should he ever open his mind, I will be ready to listen.
웅성웅성.
Now I have one more announcement to make. I'd like to recognize a particular initiate's
바로 접니다, 여러분.
to our chapter. In most cases, this recognition would take the form of a standard rank increase. However, being a knight is a dedicated responsibility, and it's become quite clear to me that this initiate has obligations beyond just the Brotherhood of Steel. I won't take you away from Appalachia. As such, I'm granting you the unique title of Knight
수행기사? 기사가 아니라 수행기사야?
stand between Scribe
이럴
Valdez and
수가.
I, so I may officially confer your title.
같이 서래요. 여기구나.
For exceptional contributions to the Appalachian Brotherhood of Steel, I hereby name you Knight Errant. You may split your time with the Brotherhood as you see fit. We are forever grateful for what you've done for us. Now everyone, feel free to take a short break before your next assignment. You've earned it.
So, I wanted to be optimistic about their conflict, right up until the end. But the more I think, if only there was more I could have done. Well, both of them would die for their beliefs. At least this way they can
뭐 너만 있으면 아무런 문제 없어.
A bit far, isn't it? But it's a very nice thing to say. Thank you.
땡큐라고 하네요. 아이 참.
I'm going to keep doing my job.
내 추파가 먹혔어.
Once they're down, there's going to be a lot of slack. There's still a lot more I'd like to see out there, but right now, things are going to get a lot looser around here. Paladin Romani never believed in strict regulations. She's Don't mention it, as the residents. Until next time.
다음은 휴즌. 이게 왜 남았냐?
What are we gonna do? Who's gonna handle everything? Who's gonna lead the recruit? I don't do well with. I think I'm just.
나는 얘 따라갈 줄 알았는데 신 따라갈 줄 알았는데 안 따라갔네요.
I'm gonna.
왜 신 안 따라갔냐? 이상하구만.
Knight Errant, did that really just happen? I knew things between the higher-ups were shaky, but especially Knight Shin. I mean, well, I guess... Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. Whatever reorganization we need, Paladin Romani, anyway...
끝났군요.
We owe this victory to you, Knight Errant.
So, Knight Errant, how does your new title feel?
나를 꽤 신경 쓰는 것 같지? 네, 맞지 레일라.
I'm into that, and yes, I have noticed you.
저희가 신경 쓰냐고 또 인기인이 돼버렸네 또. 인기.
팔을 던지네 이 와중에.
계속 던져야죠. 던질 수 있을 때. 던져봐야지.
It's certain there were times I know what I would do. So I'm grateful he didn't make me do it. Take your time. You're a top.
뭐야?
Enjoying the Now, we can start making the Brotherhood the Our focus has to be helping the people of Appalachia. This is a new dawn. Don't be a stranger. There will always be Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoria.
Congratulations on your promotion, Knight Errant. We owe this victory to you, Knight Errant.
잠깐만요. 잠깐만요. 헬기 있고 좀 멋있는데. 감사합니다. 이렇게 엔딩을 봤네요. 눈에 불 들어오는 거 보세요. 빨간 불이네. 집에 배치해놔야겠다.
장장 몇 달간의 폴아웃이 어쨌든 마무리가 되나요?
네, 이제 마무리가 됐네요. 레드데드 리뎀션은 깔아뒀는데 어떡하지? 오늘 1시간을 해볼까? 아니면은 오늘은 딱 여기까지만 하는 게 좋을까? 자, 이제 보시다시피 주 퀘스트가 이제 다 사라졌습니다. 이렇게 길고 길었던 폴아웃은 끝이 났네요. 물론 추가적으로 이제 레벨업하고 서브 퀘스트하고 하면은 핵인슬래시 게임처럼 즐길 수도 있겠지만 저에게는 또 다른 게임이 기다리고 있기 때문에 폴아웃 76은 일단 여기서 인사드리겠습니다. 재밌었네요. 한 약 80시간의 플레이, 길고 긴 여행이었습니다. 이렇게 또 하나의 게임을 마무리할 수 있어서 정말 감동이네요. 자, 그러면은 일단 폴아웃 76 여기서 꺼보도록 하겠습니다. 조금 길긴 했죠. 인정합니다. 아팔란치 진짜 재밌게 했어요. 되게 재밌게 했어요. 이 브라더후드 마지막 퀘스트는 좀 브라더후드 스틸 마지막 퀘스트는 좀 생각을 많이 하게 만드는 퀘스트였습니다. 과연 인류 그런 범법자들을 받아주는 게 맞는지 아니면은 좀 그런 생각을 하게 하는 의미 있는 퀘스트였다고 생각이 됩니다. 그 결정의 끝을 보지 못해서 아쉽긴 하지만 알아서 하겠죠. 그러면 이제 여기서 제 폴아웃 생활은 끝을 내겠습니다. 감사합니다. 봐주셔서 감사합니다. 그러면 이만
짝짝짝.
이 게임을 바꾸려면은 방송을 종료해야 돼서 일단 종료 한번 하겠습니다. 그럼 이만 즐거운 주말 보내세요.